Hello there. I'm Eiji Aonuma, producer of the Legend of Zelda series. What you've just seen is a trailer for the first wave of DLC for the Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity expansion pass from Koei Tecmo Games. It will follow Link and his allies through more battles that took place 100 years prior to the events of The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. I hope you'll look forward to it. I have a few more things to share with you all today. We'll begin with The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD game, which launches next month. You'll immerse yourself in the role of Link by using 2 Joy-Con controllers for intuitive motion controls, or by playing in handheld mode, wielding the sword via flicking the stick and button-only controls. This game depicts the oldest era in the Legend of Zelda series, the story of how it all began. What is the origin of the Master Sword? Why did a woman named Zelda become the legend for future generations? These will all be unraveled in this game. We hope you're looking forward to The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD.
I apologize for the really bad screen quality. Really bad quality.
Here's a little something you might like. This is a Game & Watch system that lets you play 3 games in the Legend of Zelda series. This year, the original Legend of Zelda game reaches its 35th anniversary. While we don't have any campaigns or other Nintendo Switch games planned, we've been working on this Game & Watch system as a special item to help mark the occasion and reflect fondly on the earliest days of The Legend of Zelda. It will come with the first game in the series, The Legend of Zelda, Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link, and the Game Boy version of The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening game, as well as a special version of the Game & Watch title Vermin, starring Link as the playable character. So that's 4 games on one system, from longer Legend of Zelda games to the pick-up-and-play game Vermin. In addition, regarding the watch functionality for the Game & Watch system, we've added a playable clock based on The Legend of Zelda, and an interactive timer themed after Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link.
Yo, that's freaking cool. Yo.
You can play with both of them by taking control of Link. We hope you'll enjoy playing this Game & Watch system whenever and wherever you like.
That is freaking cool. Cannot wait. Again, I'm sorry for the screen quality.
Here's the last thing we have to show you.
Also, I might have
the
missed
sequel
it,
to The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild.
I might have not been able to
2 years have
really...
passed since we first announced this game, and we've been unable to share anything with you in that time. However, development has been steadily progressing. For today, we've prepared some new footage to show a bit more of the game. Please take a look.
Okay, let's see what this has to offer. What is this? What is this? Hey, nice, lovely, nice. How's it going? Thanks for stopping by this stream. This might be a very short stream, because I'm late. Yo, this is, what game is this? Yeah, thanks, I know, right? 444. It's a cursed number. Alright, here we go. What is this game? What is it, game? What is this game? Oh. Look at this in full screen actually, just to make it better. What game is this? I actually don't even know. Sorry, my apologies if I don't know. 2022. Okay, I guess we don't know yet. I don't even know what the hell this is. I do not know.
So, what did you think? This time around, the setting for the adventure has been expanded to include the skies above Hyrule.
Then you guys can look at it.
We'd like to ask you to wait a bit longer. We're aiming for a 2022 release, so I hope you'll look forward to it.
Yeah. Let's see.
How was that? That's all for this Nintendo Direct.
Oh,
We are
it's
diligently
over.
continuing development on a number of other games we didn't show today. I hope you'll continue looking forward to what's in store on Nintendo Switch.
Because today
Thank you for
live stream too late. I'm very sorry, guys. I was trying to like set up a thumbnail and everything. It did not work out. So I guess that was a fail. Alright, so this is over, right? I'm guessing let me live stream. Let me refresh. Pretty sure it is over.
I'm
Oh, no,
Doug
it's not.
Bowser from Nintendo of America, and I'm here with Nate Bildorf, who leads our Treehouse team.
Nate Bildorf.
As you know, at Nintendo, we're all about creating experiences
What is
that
it,
deliver
country?
surprises and smiles. And I have to say, I found myself smiling through that entire presentation, thinking about how many
did?
unique games we'll be able to share with everyone in the weeks and months ahead. Nate, that last clip was incredible. So many questions. Where do we start? What did you think?
Oh, well, Doug, they had me at the first mysterious red tendril. You know what a massive Zelda fan I am. But that's 2022, and I'm frankly just looking forward to seeing all the games that are in the pipeline just over the next couple months for Nintendo Switch. We've got Mario Party Superstars, WarioWare Get It
Wow,
Together,
let's see what happens in
expansion for Hyrule Warriors
2022.
Age of Calamity, The
see a
Legend of
lot of
Zelda
games will be
Skyward Sword
coming
HD,
out
Mario
by then.
Golf Super Rush,
Will
Advance
do.
Wars 1+2 Reboot Camp, and of course, Metroid Dread. I am just not going to be getting any work done, and you should know that.
Well, that's okay. I think I may be in the same camp. And Mario
Okay.
Golf Super Rush launches in just a few weeks on June the 25th. By the way,
Nice.
Nate, do you know why Luigi brings 2 pairs of pants to the golf
Do you want
course?
to
with
play?
him?
I get out. That's my last day of school on.
We
That's
are.
my last day of school. The
In
25th.
case he gets a hole in one. But seriously, everyone, this game is just packed with content. You can play in standard golf mode, but then there's also speed golf, battle golf, the golf adventure mode, and the option to play with buttons or motion controls.
Hey,
And you can play with
buddy.
up to 4 people locally or online. I can say this one is definitely going to be taking up the majority of my summer gaming time.
Oh yeah, you and me both, and there's plenty more to come. And as for today, our E3 show is just getting started. Next up, we of course have Nintendo Treehouse Live, and we'll be kicking off our first segment with a very special guest, Yoshio Sakamoto, who is the producer of Metroid Dread. And he's going to be
Ooh.
sharing his insights on
I thought
can't
that
believe
was
I'm saying this,
Smash
but the
Bros.
first
I thought it was
2D,
a
new
Smash
2D
Bros.
Metroid game
Yeah,
in nearly
but
2
it's
decades.
not.
I'm not going to miss it, and I know
My
you've been
bad.
looking forward to it as well.
Absolutely. I'm so looking forward to this. And we do have our Treehouse team on deck for a gameplay deep dive into Metroid Dread, WarioWare Get It Together, and more
Okay.
games in a mix of both live and pre-recorded segments today. And I'd just like to say as we close how deeply grateful we are to everyone watching today.
Yeah, this
Thank
is
you for
over.
sharing this time with us, and we hope you enjoy it.
No Animal
Thanks
Crossing.
again,
I
everyone.
know
We can't
it's
wait to
not.
hear what you think. And with that, I'll turn it over to Sakamoto-san and the Treehouse team.
Alright. Okay. It's lagging now, great. So didn't I just hit the chat? I don't know why it's still there. Metroid Dread. So that's a new Metroid. I never played any other Metroids. My apologies.
2D メトロイドの完全新作
Finally announced the
メトロイ
brand
ド
new
レッドをやっと
installment
発
in the
表できま
2D
した
Metroid series. Blah, blah, blah.
1986
Continuing the saga that began in 1986 with
メ
Metroid and continues with Metroid,
スーパ
Super
ーメトロイ
Metroid
ド
and
メトロ
Metroid
イドフュージョ
Fusion.
ンと続いてきたシリーズの
This is the
19
first
年
new
目の最
story and new episode for the
新
series in 19
最新エ
years.
ピソードになります
Ooh. The Metroid series depicts the exploits of a woman named Samus Aran, who was an intergalactic bounty hunter. The word Metroid in the title is the name of an I can't say that word, sorry, which can be used for military purposes as a bioweapon and as a result is the cause of what struggle. Ooh. The series has chronicled the uncanny relationship between these Metroids and the heroine Samus. But this game will mark an end to that story arc. Ooh. We are hoping fans of the series will wonder,
特にって何やろ
what does mark an end to the story arc mean as they play the game? While the story is important, this is not just a game for long-time fans. At its core, it's a 2D action game. So as long as you embrace the role as the most powerful warrior in the galaxy, anyone should be able to enjoy playing. Even if you never played a Metroid game before. Yeah, that's me. As long as you watch the prologue in this one, you should be able to grasp the story. Oh, I didn't get to that one, but I believe you enjoy it in your own, because this is your first Metroid game. Yeah, that is true. That is true. I never played Metroid before any other one. The word dread inside it is self-explanatory. It represents a relentless threat that pursues the seeming can't read that, I guess. On a planet unknown to Samus, an overwhelming presence haunts her every move at the wait, okay. And with that, it's a new game in the Metroid series that has new elements of a different flavor. Actually, the idea for Metroid Dread first came up about 15 years ago. Damn! However, we gave up on the idea at the time, because the technology back then just couldn't possibly bring the concept to life. We did have a chance to try again after that, but we felt like we still couldn't create the game as originally imagined. So we ceased the development again at that point. I honestly thought we had no choice but to abandon the concept. But then we met Mercury Stream Entertainment, with whom we co-developed Metroid Samus Returns for Nintendo 3DS. They're extremely talented, technically they're very skilled, they also have great taste. But more than anything, they have an incredible understanding of Metroid games. I was confident that teaming up with this wonderful team would finally allow us to bring Metroid Dread to life. And the result is that we're completely even surpasses what we imagined 15 years ago. That's cool. Congratulations, guys. In the world, the enemy of this game, the EMMI, is terrifying. Oh no, it's actually a research robot owned by... Each robot roams within a specific zone, and when they sense the sound, Samus makes a closing. And once you tap the Samus on its vision sensor, it starts chasing after Samus at high speed. Damn. None of Samus's weapons stand any chance, and once captured, she will face enemies after. It's pretty rough. Samus must pursue her mission while battling through this terrifying threat. It looks like Samus is facing an even tougher challenge this time. Very difficult situation for Samus. Even if you can avoid making it sound the EMI you can also hide behind objects so good and visually recognized, and with the new defensive move, Samus can use the optical camouflage known as the Gantic to render herself invisible to the EMI. Yeah, utilize this ability will really affect the brothers. The person Samus tried in such a way as to avoid detection buddies. The parts of the game featuring the MMI are the powerful parts of the Metroid gameplay experience. So now, I've mostly done the training with you this time. So you may be wondering if the overall game design has changed. But please rest assured, the traditional gameplay elements have been nicely polished. I didn't get to that. No, alright. We've also refined some action strategies, the Metroid, kind of something, and for the yeah. I'm gonna stop reading, I'm gonna stop. I can't catch up with the reading. But this is a good game. It looks like a good game. That will be really good if I don't say myself. Metroid is after all for exploration-based action game as you acquire abilities and for game bundles. Those added moves to read up area Samus to explore exams, that's how it works. For some of these abilities are brand new. Ooh, spider magnet. For example, the spider magnet would let you fly chance to turn walls for ceilings and move along them. And there's more you can look forward to. I think this game offers the player more freedom to exploration by offering more of those views. Move and dynamic action will free to explore however you want. But you also experience the intense dread of being hunted. These two dynamics have been fused together regardless of whether they're played in the series before or not. The newly designed Metroid game will be shown on Nintendo 3DS. Okay, but faster total is done for now. Dan, take it away. That looks like a good game. Cannot wait to watch how this game looks. Nintendo Treehouse. Yay. I wonder if we'll see a new Switch. But probably not. Or we might, or we just might have to wait until like October or September. I don't know.
Thanks, Nakamoto.
I'm gonna get a water.
Hello, everyone.
I'm gonna get a
Welcome to
water
Nintendo
bottle
Treehouse
because thirsty
Live.
so good.
I am super excited about this next segment where we're going to delve into an early work in progress version of Metroid Dread, show some of Samus's new moves in action, and also I think get to a little bit of the way the game develops this suspense and tension that gives the game its title. So I'm joined by Audrey and Teresa from Nintendo Treehouse, and Teresa's going to take us into the depths of Planet ZDR.
Yeah, all right. So let's take a deep dive into the very beginning of the game. So we're going to back up just a little bit to show Samus's free movement
I'm
here.
back. Let's see what. Oh yeah, just talking about
I
Metroid.
just spent a little
the
few
new one.
missiles, so I'm going to use this interactive here to replenish. But one of the things I want to show here is free aim, which for those that have played Metroid Samus Returns, this has made a comeback. You can see a lot of the area around as you use it.
Oh boy.
Also has this little tracking system that when it's targeting an enemy, it'll make that sound.
I want to take a moment to say that, as Nate and Sakamoto-san already mentioned, this is the first new 2D Metroid game in 19 years. That's almost 2 decades. I don't know if you did the math, but that's a lot of years. We've been waiting for this for a long time, so we're really excited to be finally showing this to everyone.
Wow.
Here's another returning move from Metroid Samus Returns, which is the melee counter.
Cannot wait.
One of my favorite
Very
features.
enemy attack progressive
And then
exit the
the new
rainbow
one
feature.
is,
Yeah.
or the
The
development
game,
of
I
the melee
forgot
counter.
what they said this game might come out like next year or this year. I forgot. Sorry.
I'll let that guy move a little bit back. Come back. The melee dash. I really love that because it doesn't break momentum. I can immediately do a counter and immediate damage to an enemy.
Yeah, something this game does really well is improve upon the improvements from Metroid Samus Returns. So like you mentioned, we had free aim and the melee counter in that game. And here we have the running free aim, which gives you even more freedom, and the dash melee. So instead of having to stand still and wait for enemies to attack you, you can just go get them, which really has great movements to this game.
Yeah, I love that. Like, Samus moves so well, and it's just all that freedom. It's just, this is probably the smoothest I've been able to control Samus in a really long time.
Absolutely, and you've opened up the map screen here, something that Metroid fans know to love and adore.
Yeah.
The map system is just as important in this game as ever, and it really shows you the classic Metroid gameplay progression, which is back in full force in this game, where you look at your map, you identify areas that you haven't been to yet or aren't able to access yet. You try and find another way through, find a new ability, push your way forward, fill in the map, lather, rinse, repeat. So that's back and better than ever, in my opinion.
Yeah, and this area here is blinking white because there's something here that I haven't discovered yet. So I could use markers to kind of pinpoint it just in case I don't have an ability, and I have to backtrack here once I'm able to explore it.
Yeah, don't sleep on those markers. Those can be really important in this labyrinthine world.
Sure. But this looks curious.
It is really a part of the charm of Metroid, though, having this renewed sense of purpose in your backtracking paired with pushing forward.
Yeah, another thing I want to pinpoint
Cannot
is
wait for
the
this
amount
new
of work the
Switch,
dev team put
whatever
into Samus's
comes
animation.
out at the end
Just
of
her
this, or
animation
almost the end of this year or
gripping
something.
the walls,
Or
when she
maybe
can't move, or, like,
it'll
holding
come
onto
out
the
like
ledge. It's
at
Looking there.
it maybe come
you'll
out
notice
it maybe
little
being
touches
out
everywhere.
on the
Keep
stream.
an eye out for them.
Oh,
That
I gotta
seamless
search it up right
transition to
now.
these sort of story scenes is great.
Little moments like this, when you're in helmet view for a moment, really add to the isolation and the tone of this game.
Yeah, no, this game is a sequel to Metroid Fusion, but you can see that her suit looks a little bit different than that. So that'll be a story element that people will find out what happened when they play the game. You don't want to spoil too much.
So these are the Emi that Sakamoto-san was talking about, and none of Samus's weapons seem to do anything against them. So
Run.
Yep. Oh, that slide move is so cool.
All right.
She looks so cool when she's
Yeah.
sliding.
Yep, it is. Nope. Okay.
Oh no, just no.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Missiles don't work either. Oh my gosh.
So
scary.
about this being called Dread, that would be why.
They're very relentless.
Oh my.
I
Oh wow.
don't know if this
Okay.
is important now or.
Did a little reach
I
for
don't
me
know. I
there.
don't even know. I'm sorry.
That was new.
Oh,
Yeah.
that one's clearly not well, but it's still quite frightening.
Yeah. I'm glad that it's a bit damaged and can't completely reach to me, but we're gonna have to find a different way to tackle that enemy.
Yeah.
You know, this thing is a central unit which controls various areas of the planet. It's sort of a biomechanical computer, kind of a homage to maybe similar units in previous Metroid games. And from this unit, Samus can power up, get a temporary power up for her arm cannon, turn it into the Omega Cannon.
Yeah, so in typical 2D Metroid fashion, you've always seen the camera like panned around here, and now with the Omega Cannon ability, there's this dynamic camera that you get to see over Samus's shoulder, which is so cool.
Yeah, little additions like that really flesh out the classic 2D gameplay without it feeling like it strays too far from what we loved about it.
Mm-hmm. Just makes it seem really powerful.
Right. Let's see if this works against our Emmy friend here.
Takes a little while to charge up, so
It does.
don't wait too long.
All right.
Okay. Oh,
I wanted to make sure I had it line
Yep.
of sight.
I hope you enjoyed that. That's just one shot at it.
Yeah, so it was so powerful
apparently,
that
next
in
year
order
in
to take that
2022,
enemy down,
everyone's gonna be able to go back to the E3.
we lose the ability
can't
of the
wait.
Omega Cannon,
That's
and
not
it
gonna
goes
be
back to
virtual
regular
this
arm
time.
cannon.
It was worth it though. We can breathe
Looks
it
really
now.
good.
It was.
For a moment. I also want to point out while you're scrolling your way through all of these different halls that there are so many different ways to play this game. Like Teresa
excuse me, I'm
is
sorry.
amazing with a missile. She's the queen of the missiles, but you can also just shoot your regular arm cannon. You can try and avoid enemies altogether, try and hit them all. Really, it's up to you what kind of Samus you want to be.
Yeah, and as Audrey pointed out too earlier, that you could use free aim to do more like line of sight shooting, but you could
I'm-
also just
Cannot
free
wait.
aim shoot while you're moving as well.
It's good because you need to shoot a lot of different things in this game.
Yeah.
But the freaking range and
pixelated
quality of my
door.
stream is really bad, but like on here it's really
Yeah, this
good.
is a new
And it's
entryway.
not, it can't be just like on the frame.
Yep, these
I
are
would
the
have to have
entries
like
to
a
the
really good
various
computer for
zones
it
that
to
the
like
enemy are
run
patrolling.
really good.
And once
Like,
you're
like,
in there,
you know,
you
the
need
stream,
to
like I can't even.
be on the lookout
It's
for
just
those.
it's not a good MacBook to stream on, which I wish I didn't have to do with. But
You can
I'm
hear in
sorry,
the background,
guys.
the music is so atmospheric. It really puts you on pins and needles just
It is.
listening to it.
Very. I am completely on edge. 'Cause
Yeah.
it's like really eerie. Can't seem to climb these yet.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the detail in the background.
Alright.
It's great. Yeah, there it is.
Now, especially during moments like this, you can really appreciate how cool it is to have an HD 2D Metroid game.
We tried that already, Sam.
Oh.
It's not gonna work.
Hey, it was worth a shot.
And
Just try again. Maybe it'll work on this one.
Now run.
So luckily, this
Run,
Emmy
man.
can go through tight spaces.
Run away!
So I have an advantage here.
Run
He
away!
doesn't seem
Oh,
worried.
oh, okay.
Oh, it's fast.
Oh, you're following me.
Okay, you gotta. You gotta get away from that. That's my recommendation.
Yeah, when they go into this patrol mode and turn red, the door locks until they sort of lose track of you.
It's still trying to get at her.
Oh yeah, still looking around, but
Ooh,
Find another way to get to me.
yeah.
Also, I don't know if it's my heart throbbing through my hands or the controller, but it's pretty nerve-wracking when facing the Emmy. They're terrifying species.
Yeah, T makes it seem like she's calm, cool, collected, and badass. I like to pretend that she's actually as nervous as I am when I play it, but I don't think it's true.
I do want to point out, like, also the backgrounds, like the amount of detail that the development team has put into, like, not just the enemies in the forefront, but also in the background. I don't know if you guys can tell the shimmering thing in there.
Out there, it's moving.
Okay.
That doesn't bode well.
Yeah. Well, probably.
Ooh,
Wait, note that for the future.
yeah, some of those
Kinda
details
get
kind of
bored
tell
on
the
the
story as
screen.
effectively as, you
I
know,
want to see some more
a voiceover.
stuff.
Right?
That's
If you want to
it.
be a bounty hunter, you have to pay attention to details.
Mm-hmm.
And watch out for gooey enemies. This is more, but I love the detail of like the rib cage in the background. You just know something went down there.
Mm-hmm.
So, the thing about Metroid enemies too is that some of them have patterns and you can counter them, and others don't, like this one. So I'm just gonna move him out of the way so I can use it. And this room is a communication room with Adam, who happens to be Samus's ship's PC or computer. We're going to skip this part here just because we don't want to spoil any of the lore, but Dan, if you could summarize for the
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
so
wonder when
as
it comes
Samus is exploring,
I
she
forgot.
uploads data to Adam, or ship's AI, and Adam kind of gives little analysis, just really hints though, not necessarily telling you where to go or anything like that. It's still up to you to kind of explore, but there's some interesting lore in there, and you know, some little
Yeah,
hints
look at
that you
the
can
look at the old
potentially
video
use.
of the
And
Nintendo Flip
in
when it
that
first
one,
came out. It's
Adam was
crazy.
basically summarizing the Emmy and kind of the limits that they have of patrolling a zone, and also how dangerous they are, which we've kind of seen, but hopefully we won't see too much firsthand here.
Also, you can see T doing a great job of just shooting at the environment, looking for secrets, looking for a way forward, because it's not always going to be obvious. You really have to, it's like a puzzle. It's not just action, it's not just exploration. There's also a lot of puzzle elements here, trying to find the way forward.
Yeah, and it's really cool too how Metroid Dread does this really sweet balance of, you know, the moments where you're allowed to have like some quiet to solve the puzzles, and then it's interspersed with this really heavy, intense action.
Yeah.
So here's the nope. That was the Emmy, as Dan had mentioned. They have kind of three modes. One is the surveillance. The other is which is marked with blue. They're just scanning the area. It's so
Bad
intense.
one.
I'm like
Yeah.
playing a game of chase with
So fast.
with it. Oh. And then when it has Samus on eyesight,
Amazon?
it turns
What is
red,
it?
which is
Amazon? Did he really just say that?
the,
I'm laughing.
chase with it.
Oh, her.
Yeah. So yellow is it's heard a noise or sensed a vibration, and it's going to go investigate that.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh gosh. No.
and
Oh yeah, he's
No.
dead now.
Oh.
He's coming.
So
Don't
the
hurt me,
Emmy
please.
are pretty relentless and ruthless. It is sort of like a
Pretty
permadeath, which is
relentless
very
and ruthless,
unusual
yes.
for enemies with
I
in the
thought he
Metroid
just
series.
said
But
that, oh, I don't
luckily,
wanna
it's not
spoil this for
very.
you guys.
It's the game's pretty forgiving. It allows you to respawn at an area
Bit
that you
confused
were
here.
in recently, so we're able to just go back and counter that again.
Yeah, as T said, insta-kill is new to the series, but it's really great because it offers a chance for you to have that challenging difficulty that I think Metroid fans expect, but without being quite so punishing with the respawning that you just have to play the whole game to get back to where you are. So it's a really wonderful balance.
Yeah, and when the Emmy are in patrol mode, which is that right now, it's in pursuit of me. they're scanning areas where they last sensed movement, and so they'll go and investigate it.
Oh,
And then if
will
they-
they?
See something in eyesight, then they'll
joking.
go chase it.
This is such a small but really neat touch. The way that Samus moves slower in the water.
Yeah, and the audio change too.
Yeah.
I absolutely love that detail.
Alright,
there's always
I'm
one
gonna
little-
check the screen,
That one straggler there.
just in case.
I don't need a save. I'm feeling brave.
Alright, so I'm gonna end the stream.
Stash melee.
It's not because I'm not interested in the stream. The single version, just because it's not really a good. Nobody's really watching my stream now, and I think everything is over with. I think they're just reviewing the game, and then I think they're gonna be okay. But if something big happens, then pretty much I'm gonna go on my server and be like, hey, I just found out about this, but yeah, I'm gonna end the stream now. I am sorry for being very late to this. I should have streamed it earlier, but I didn't think I got it. I got it off I wanted to stream this because I got it off of my friend at SST. He was streaming and I was like, hey, I want to see some stuff for the Nintendo thing. So why don't I check it out? So credit to him though. Please subscribe to him. Credit to him for giving me the idea. So yeah, thank you guys for watching the stream. Sorry it feels very short. My apologies. I was late to this thing. But cool two games came out for it, and you should go check it out. So, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next